Today we're simulating an NFL season, but the entire league has been put into alphabetical order. We've got 26 teams, each made up of players whose last name starts with the same letter. That means, yes, Mahomes and McCaffrey together will lead Team M. Hill and Hurts likewise leading Team H. Also, I mentioned it, all 26 letters are represented here. That means even Team X, which, it's being led by O'Shane Zimenez? Yeah, I'm a casual. What do you want from me?
I'd like you to leave, Larry.
Okay, there's so many interesting rosters here. I'm going to quickly rapid fire go through a bunch. These first few, these are teams that are pretty good, but I don't think they'll be contenders. I think they've got weaknesses. This is Team D, the Desperados. Look at the defense. Aaron Donald, Lavonte David, Demario Davis, Trayvon Diggs. They got the D, bruh. Yeah, I said it. I do think Sam Darnold or Josh Dobbs, whoever, I think this will be their downfall. I can't lie. Another team with ferocious D, this time the Golden Eagles, Team G. Myles Garrett, Sauce Gardner, Stephon Gilmore, Dre Greenlaw. Are you serious, dude? They actually have a reasonable amount of balance offensively. Jared Goff, 82 overall, very accurate. Jahmyr Gibbs, his Detroit Lions teammate, clocking in at an 83. Chris Godwin, a solid #1 option. And Dallas Goedert, another weapon. It's just, pretty good, this letter G team, but not spectacular. And trust me, we are getting towards spectacular. Almost at the spectacular level. Team A, the Antlers. You've obviously got Josh Allen under center, Mark Andrews, Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, Brandon Ayuk. Okay, that is amazing. But unless Devon Achane is going to go nuts like he did, week 4 against the Broncos last season, their running game leaves a bit to be desired. And outside of this very strong cornerback group led by Jair Alexander, their defense is honestly pretty mid. So, and those three teams, while very good on paper, they do not compare with these 6. I couldn't even narrow it down. We have 6 teams that I think are amazing or spectacular. I'm going to stop saying that word now. The letter B, Bengals, dude. Nick Bosa, Jesse Bates anchoring the defense. Kevin Byard, they've got David Bakhtiari, Joel Bitonio, a very good O-line protecting, where is he? Joe Burrow, who will be throwing to A.J. Brown. They've got Saquon. That's a nice roster. The Team H Huskies have Tyreek Hill, Derrick Henry surrounding Jalen Hurts. Very nice. Then they've got Cam Hayward, Marlon Humphrey, Kyle Hamilton, Daniil Hunter, DeAndre, TJ Hawkinson. See what I'm saying? These teams are amazing. It honestly keeps getting better. The Team J Jaguars in Jacksonville. He has Justin Jefferson, Lamar Jackson. What a freaking duo. They've got Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones offensively. Well, hold on. Look what I just scrolled by. Chris Jones on defense, Derwin James, Matt Judon, Kyle Juszczyk. Oh, okay. Maybe I got a little carried away there, but Jays, yeah, they are here to stay. We're almost done with the spectacular rosters. I think this one's the best, man. The Team M Mounties. I mentioned them in the intro. Christian McCaffrey, Patrick Mahomes. Joe Mixon as your backup running back. Terry McLaurin for Pat Mahomes to throw to. And when I say this word again, spectacular, look at just let me scroll through, all right? The Mounties, the Team M, they have no weaknesses. Mid to high 80s or 90s on the offense line. Defensively, just there's no gaps. There's no gaps on this team. They've got cornerbacks for days. The secondary, yeah, Patrick Mahomes, he's gonna win another Super Bowl. It's that simple.
We can't have that.
I'm almost at the end of these teams. Okay, the Team S Shamrocks, dude, they are built different. 3 cornerbacks, 90+ rated or better, all on the first page. Come on. And last but certainly not least, the Team W Wizards. Trent Williams, Tristan Wirfs on either side of the O-line. Watt, Williams, Warner, Winfield, White, Ward on defense. Dude, I could keep going. They've got pretty solid wide receivers. Mike Williams, Jalen Waddle, Garrett Wilson, so much young potential talent. Walker Williams in the backfield, so much balance. And at the end of the day, Team W has the funniest group of QBs you could imagine. Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited, Deshaun Watt, Mr. Massage, Jameis Winston. Look at these 3. That is so unbelievable, dude. Like, I want all 3 of them dudes to get like 6 games each. Just vibe out and see what happens. And last thing I'll mention, there are a few teams that they're just here for the vibes, man. Letter Y, led by Chase Young, Bryce Young. They're not going to do much. Same goes for Team Z or Z if you're American. Kevin Zeitler, Greg Zuerlein. I don't think this team is going to make an impact. I can't lie. Woo! Okay, I just showed you a lot of rosters. There's still so many more. I'm sure we'll get a few surprises here, but let's get to the season sim, man. Who do you think will win? Which letter will be the greatest? Let me know in the comments section. Case Keenum, of all people, would have a career season for the Team K Commanders, throwing for 32 TDs, along with Kupp and Kelsey leading leading them to a surprise playoff spot. Dude, I'm so happy Team K made it because this roster, they're just tight ends. Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Cole Kmet, wait for it. I tried to help them out by making Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox wide receivers, all the K tight ends. It really just threw me for a loop. I was pleased to see the Team R Redwoods in the playoffs, led by future U.S. Vice President Aaron Rodgers. He actually had a pretty modest statistical season as it was all Bijan Robinson running wild for 1,500 yards and 10 TDs. Oh, right. Yes. Okay, so Bijan going crazy, Roger. It makes sense when you see how good this team's defense is. Jalen Ramsey, Greg Rousseau. I bet Ramsey went nuts too. Maybe he won DPOY. The Team L Lumberjacks would sneak into the playoffs with a 10-7 record. Without a running game to speak of, Jordan Love would lead the NFL in passing yards, while CeeDee Lamb went crazy. Most receptions and yards in the league by a country mile. Yeah, I guess when Patrick Laird and Phillip Lindsay are your running back duo, I guess your passing game is going to flourish. Speaking of flourishing, the Team T Tigers saw productive seasons from Tua, Jonathan Taylor, and old man Adam Thielen to claw their way into the playoffs. But the most standout team of our simulation, at least the one that I haven't mentioned yet in this video, the Team P Pioneers, who cruised to an NFC leading 14-3 record. Dak Prescott got the starting job over Brock Purdy and didn't look back. Tony Pollard looked not broken down, running for nearly 1,500 yards. Isaiah Pacheco got into the end zone 15 times. They were a two-headed monster. Okay, I take back what I said just moments ago about Jalen Ramsey. I'm gonna guess Micah Parsons. If he was on a playoff team, he probably won DPOY. Dak, Tony, Pitts, Poyer, Pittman, Pierce. I see the vision. The Patrick Mahomes-led Team M Mounties finished 16-1 atop the NFL. He had a near perfect season, while McCaffrey and Mixon were an unstoppable duo. The three leading rushers in the NFL were Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, and Derrick Henry, whose Team B Bengals, Team J Jaguars, and Team H Huskies finished 2, 3, and 4 in the AFC respectively. And here's our playoff bracket with my single letter logos for each team. It makes way more sense if I do that. Patrick Mahomes' Team M Mounties, Dak Prescott's Team P Pioneers are both the 1 seeds. And I didn't realize until moments ago, dude, these rosters take me forever to build. I accidentally stacked the AFC like you would not believe. I regret it, but like, what are you gonna do? Just look what I mean. The overall NFL standings. Okay, like I mentioned, the Team M Mounties, the Team B Bengals, the Team J Jaguars, they all finished 16-1. They're all in the AFC, not to mention the Team H Huskies. So yeah, a little bit of regrets, but I was not gonna go back and spend another like 12 hours fixing that. So we have lopsided conferences. It's kind of fun.
I disagree.
Oh, and I should also mention the 2 worst records in the NFL, the Nighthawks, which are, yes, Team Letter N, and the Rams, who are that Team Y I showed you earlier. They were just out here vibing, lots of cardio. But let's look at the player stat leaders. I mentioned a few of them, including, spoiler, Jordan Love led the league in passing yards by a lot. Joe Burrow on the Team B wow, they had a rusher and a leading passer. That's interesting. Jalen Hurts with Tyreek Hill definitely benefited Russ. Okay, Russell Wilson got the starting job for Team W. It makes sense. And he had a really good, he had 25 interceptions. Oh my word. Mahomes' numbers were pretty modest, but he's got McCaffrey and Mixon, so that is to be expected. Aiden O'Connell for Team O. They definitely missed the playoffs, but they kind of went off. Passing TDs, it is Joe Burrow. Lamar is up there. Okay. Wow, Lamar 43-3. He might have snuck in an MVP here despite the low yardage totals. Matt Stafford for Team S. There you go. Oh, and that reminded me, before I forget, Team S, who I shouted out in the intro as one of the spectacular rosters. Matt Stafford had a pretty good season. They still somehow went 10-7 and missed the playoffs, a victim of being in the AFC, but that's tough. Rushing leaders, I mentioned it moments ago. Josh Jacobs, wow, he freaking almost 2,020. That is wild. Saquon and Joe Burrow both way up there, man. They're going to be deadly. Derrick Henry rushed for 27 touchdowns. I did not even realize that. Then Bijan, McCaffrey, Pollard, Nick Chubb for Team C. They did not make the playoffs. You hate to see it. Wow, 20. Okay, so I think if they ever give an MVP in this game to not a QB, it might be Derrick Henry after that season. Look at, Mixon got 20 TDs playing behind Christian McCaffrey. That is wild. The wide receivers a little bit less less interesting. I mentioned CD with Jordan Love already. Amon-Ra St. Brown, they missed the playoffs. Stephon Diggs and Team D did make it. Terry McLaurin loves playing with Mahomes. Puka, his team went 2-15. That's tough. Diggs, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Zay Jones. Okay, Zay, 15 touchdowns on 48 receptions. That's nuts. Garrett Wilson, Nico Collins. I saw my boy Drake London, his team L Lumberjacks. They're in the playoffs. And finally, yes, defensively, Micah with 25 sacks. That's not a bad little season. TJ Watt was cool too. Daniil Hunter. Wait a minute. Hunter and who was their other defensive stud? I'm drawing a blank right now. We'll see it eventually. Jalen Ramsey led the NFL in interceptions by a mile. Okay, maybe that's why Team R was so dominant. And moment of truth, I haven't looked at this yet, believe it or not, but I can't wait any longer. Who won MVP and all these other awards? Oh, Joe Burrow taking home MVP. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, the Bengals, they were one of our 16-1 squads. He finished second in passing yards. It makes sense. I saw Lamar Jackson as a sneaky. Lamar threw for 43 touchdowns and only 3 picks. That, I don't know, dude. Jalen Hurts, though, the second place finisher, very interesting. My boy Derrick Henry did get some love, top 10 in voting, the only non-QB there. As such, Derrick Henry would win AFC Offensive Player of the Year. The rest looks pretty. Garrett Wilson, you love to see the young man developing. DPOY, oh, okay, Daniil Hunter. Yeah, he had 20 sacks. Jalen Ramsey, a bit of a snub. I don't know. Daniil did have a pretty good season. In the NFC, they gave the Offensive Player of the Year to CeeDee Lamb. Oh, Drake. Okay, I'm putting it together. I'm very slow. Drake London and CeeDee Lamb both had awesome seasons with Jordan Love. I didn't put it together with the L's. I'm slow. What do you want from me? Well, yes, the NFC DPOY, Micah Parsons, that we saw coming from a mile away. Even look at Patrick Queen. Yes, okay, show some love. Patrick Queen in the okay. All right. So this is Team Q. They broke the rules and signed a bunch of dudes off practice rosters. That is cheating. It's actually so sad. I spend so long making these rosters, and when a team like the letter Q doesn't have enough members, I fill them with low overall players so they hopefully don't affect the sim. But as soon as you go into franchise mode and simulate at all, they add all sorts of players, they release, they sign. It is really frustrating. You know, I'm frustrated, but at least it didn't mess up our sim. Team Q, they still missed the playoffs. It's all good. But with all that out of the way, here we go. MVP Joe Burrow and the Team B Bengals in a stacked AFC. I'm watching them. I'm watching all these teams, man. Any upsets in the wild card round? Well, statistically, there was just a single upset as the 5 seed Team T Tigers took down the Team L Lumberjacks. In a losing effort, CD still popped off for 129 and a TD, but John Taylor ran wild for 151 yards and a touchdown. That was all she wrote. The aforementioned Joe Burrow led Team B Bengals provided one of 2 massive blowouts, although Joe himself didn't have to do much, as Saquon Barkley ran for 185 and 3 as they dismantled the Team E Elks. And our other blowout, the Team H Huskies, did not mess around, upending the Team R Redwoods by a score of 56-14. Hurts went for 289 and 4 through the air. Aaron Rodgers was picked off 3 times, and Derrick Henry continued his rampaging season. Our third wildcard matchup from the AFC saw the Team J Jaguars. Remember Lamar Jackson, Josh Jacobs, so good. They barely took down Russell Wilson and the Team W Wizards. Honestly, you hate to see that, especially when you consider it leaves us with a 1, 2, 3, 4 seed in the AFC. I mean, they all finished 16-1 or 15-2, so it probably makes sense, but where's the chaos?
Great question.
Similarly in the NFC, look at this. Okay, so the Team A Antlers won 28-7 over Team O, no problem. Josh Allen threw for 81 yards. He threw 12 passes. How is that even possible? And unfortunately, my beloved Team K Commanders, aka the tight end team, well, they kind of got wrecked by the Team D Desperados. Oh, that's right. Sam Darnold's cooking. I have no words. I don't know how to react. Okay, but here we go. Divisional round, our first matchup, Team T versus Team P, who won the NFC. They are obviously the favorites by that metric, but Team T looks pretty good. Team P's on the board first. I might might need to chill with all the letter. That's a lot of letters. Anyways, looks like the only letter we need to know out of this one is Team P, as they are up 20 late. A dominant defensive performance. There was really no need to watch the end of that one. That game was over already by a mile. Tua, 202 yards, 0 TD. I mean, their whole offense was inept. Dak Prescott did enough. Oh my goodness. Speaking of doing just enough, have the Team J Jaguars done enough to close us out? They're up 3, a minute left. Oh my, that was a drop. That was a really bad drop. The other problem with creating these rosters, the numbers get all jumbled, so I don't know who everyone is on the field. That's a drop. But I do know that AJ Brown is wearing number 11 for the Bengals. So maybe Joe, maybe you want to find him. He's very big. He's fast. He can make plays right on cue. Oh no. Oh, they're out of field goal range. They burned their final timeout. Oh, they didn't. Wow. They're making the choice to go deep. They could have hit a quick route. Wait a minute. A flag? What? They did. I've never seen that in this spot. Oh my word. They can't. Nah, dude, Team B, y'all scared? You're not going for the touchdown for the come on. Okay, I am really scared that this game is gonna glitch out. Sometimes that happens. I don't want that to happen. The Bengals got ball first in OT. They've obviously driven right down the field, and they're gonna score a touchdown with relative ease. Come on, Lamar Jackson. I'm a bit nervous. This is a big moment in OT. You got snubbed of MVP by Joe Burrow on the other side, Lamar. Come on. Possibly spurred on by his MVP snub, Lamar came out making plays. Oh, that's a big play. That is a big play. Lamar on the slant. That's Zay Jones on the reception. He had 1 million touchdowns this season. I am really an idiot. Okay, who's the leading receiver on Team J? Freaking Justin Jefferson, although Zay Jones is literally outproducing him in this game. Oh my word. That was Justin Jefferson. Clutch on 3rd down. He's wearing number 84. That is so annoying. That's why I didn't recognize him. But when he needed to make a play for Lamar, he did another one. That's Justin right across the middle of the field. This video is going to end up being like 40 minutes long, and it's going to be mostly this game because there is no stopping this Team J. Nah, Team B, they've got nothing. Look at Lamar. Whoa, that was close. Lamar has Justin Jefferson, Zay Jones, Deontay Johnson, plenty of weapons, and he's picked off. Oh my gosh, I jinxed the life out of this man. No. Dude, I said this game was never gonna end. That is such a nasty reverse jinx I put on the Jags. That game was unbelievable, and good news, we have our other just heavyweight AFC matchup yet to come. First though, from the NFC, this is Team A versus Team D. Josh Allen has his boys Devon Achane on the board first. Also worth noting, Team D, of course, being led by Sam Darnold. Can his Linsanity run continue? No, it cannot. No clutch finish here. I'm sorry, Pete Carroll, you're retired anyway. He went to coach Team D. Fair enough. A 7-point win for the Team A. That wasn't a massive blowout. Did Sam Darnold just outplay? What is Josh Allen doing? But here we go. Just one divisional matchup left. Patrick Mahomes and Team M versus Tyreek Hill and Team H. Do not disappoint me, game. I have high expectations for you. This heavyweight tilt indeed did not disappoint. Although it was a fairly slow start with Joe Mixon getting Team M on the board early. Tyreek would score for Team H in the first half to give them a 2-point lead. After a scoreless third quarter, Team M notched an Evan McPherson field goal before Mahomes orchestrated a touchdown drive connecting with DJ Moore to cap it off. And after that touchdown drive from Team M, Team H is down 8. They need a score and a 2-point. Oh, they're gonna 2-minute. Oh, they're snapping before the 2-minute warning. No! What did Jalen just threw a pick? No. Okay, I am shook. The other thing is Team M has great field position. Both teams have 3 timeouts. 1 first down in this game is over. He almost got it individually on that one play. Team H burns their first timeout. McCaffrey again running behind a beastly O-line. Yeah, I'm actually shook. This was a really good game. I thought we would see a really epic finish. At least it would come down to like a 2-point conversion or something. Then Jalen immediately threw an INT. I didn't see it coming.
That was really, really shocking.
And here we go in the AFC and NFC championship. We've got the 1 versus 2 seeds. Very fitting. In the AFC, 2 16-1 teams. Are you kidding me, dude? Team P as the 1 seed does have home field advantage here. I think I put them in Portland. It makes sense. And they're on the board first. Tony Pollard having an amazing season. Oh no, Dak Prescott to Josh Palmer. This might be getting ugly for Team A. Oh my word, Dak's in for a 4-yard rushing TD. it might be over already, folks. Josh Allen's Team A Antlers shut out in the first half of a championship game. That is not great. And unfortunately, it went from not great to not better. Yeah, Team A scored a couple touchdowns to cut the lead to 19. But this game was a blowout, son. Josh finally had to throw the ball a bit. He almost hit 200 yards in a game. Well done, son. The 84 overall Team P from the NFC are off to the Super Bowl. Will they have to face the 89 overall Team B or 91 overall Team M? Wow, dude. I'm just out here hoping for a clutch finish and not another blowout here. Team M starting with the ball. Oh, they are driving. Oh, they're driving. Yeah, they can't be stopped. Joe Mixon. Why is Joe Mixon getting every short yardage touchdown? My boy Christian wants to eat. Patrick Mahomes to Terry McLaurin. Team M's got a duo themselves. A fourth quarter touchdown. Another Joe Burrow to AJ Brown connection. We might have a clutch finish. Joe Burrow rushes in for 3 yards. That's a touchdown. We got a tie game. I cannot believe what I am witnessing right here. Team M had a 3-score lead, at least a 2-score lead, but I think 3 in this game. They have collapsed, man. After the last Joe Burrow touchdown I reacted to, they went down, Team B did, and kicked a field goal. That is how we are here, down 3. A screen pass to McCaffrey. That is such a smart play, but he doesn't get out of bounds. Remember, Team B's defense came up huge to pick off Lamar Jackson earlier in the playoffs. Can they make a similar play here? Almost. Every team has playmakers on both sides of the ball. Team M, I've said it a million times, they have the perfect roster. They could probably run the ball here if they wanted to. Nah, Mahomes over the middle, a dot. I had to pause the game so it flips the screen for some reason. It's okay. We're still vibing out here. 2nd and 10, 16 seconds left. What does Team M is handing the ball off. McCaffrey. I told you McCaffrey was hungry, but unfortunately he did get stopped up short. Team M is playing scared. They're trying to ice the kicker. All these teams are super balanced in the AFC, all these great rosters, so it makes sense we're gonna have another OT finish, but I wish Mahomes has so many weapons. He would have scored a touchdown there. Okay, I am not sure what happened here. As you can see, OT, Patrick Mahomes passed to Trey McBride for 8 yards. That was the first play of OT. One play went off since. Somehow Team M is at the 10-yard line. I think Patrick Mahomes just used some witchcraft or voodoo to get all the way down here. I don't know what happened. If Team B holds right here in OT, we all got to be honest and say that they are the collective MVP of this video. 3rd and 3. Where does Mahomes go? McLaurin, Moore, Metcalf. Yes, inside. I think that's Terry McLaurin. Big time reception. I'm pretty sure Mahomes and Team M just cheated, but we'll see if Joe Burrow can answer. I will say that Joe Burrow's weapons are not elite. That was Odell Beckham on the reception, with all due respect to old man Odell. After AJ Brown, it gets pretty thin, but that's a first down. Okay, Team B is in trouble. They are officially in trouble. They tried a little screen pass. It did not work. They are now at 3rd and 13. It's 4 draft. They just tried it again. What in the world are you doing, Joe? They just ran back-to-back tight end screen passes. I have no idea why. This is the game. This is the game. Team M, can their defense hold? Yes, they can. A sack from Khalil Mack with the game on the line, my word. And I just have to point it out because some of you really keen viewers might have noticed that tight end screen that basically ended the game for Team B was thrown to Hayden Hurst. Obviously, he should not have even been on Team B's roster. I don't know how he slipped in there after all my roster manipulation. It is very frustrating. But, it was kind of like both teams were cheating in this AFC Championship game. So I guess all's fair in love and war.
That's good logic.
In any event, we have finally made it to our alphabetical NFL Super Bowl. A pair of 1 seeds, the Team M Mounties versus the Team P Pioneers. One more look at the top end of each roster. Team P led by DPOY Micah Parsons. Dak has been playing great. He's up to a 96 overall. I mean, obviously, this team is really solid. A bunch of high 80s. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be shocked if our Super Bowl is a blowout because, yeah, Team M. I mean, right from the second I created this roster, I knew they were built absolutely different. Look at all these 90s. Oh, I'm just realizing now how truly amazing they are. The 84 overall Team P are the clear underdogs against the 91 overall Team M. Do we get some sort of chaotic upset in the big game? I somehow, some way spoke a tight Super Bowl matchup into existence as led by Micah Parsons. Team P P's defense suffocated Mahomes and co in the first half. It was a 6-0 game. Offense would finally flow a bit more freely in the third quarter as the teams would trade passing TDs before fullback Ben Mason gave Team M a clutch lead late. And we're jumping into the game at a bit of a weird time. Okay, Team M is driving. All they need, well, I mean, they could potentially clock this entire game, but Team P is there with a stop. They're in field goal position already. I'm hoping Team P can suffocate them a bit. Yes, they take down McCaffrey. There we go. 3rd and 8. If they hold them to a field goal, if they don't let Mahomes get loose here, Team P will get the ball one more time. You see the vision. Mahomes dropping back. Oh, he slings a first down to DK Metcalf. Oh no, that's the game. That is the game. I thought we had a chance at a clutch finish. Freaking Patrick Mahomes, man. Nobody likes you. I thought we were going to see Dak Prescott with the Super Bowl on the line, a chance to make some plays, but instead it's Patrick Mahomes, an ugly 13-12 victory in the Super Bowl. You know, at the very least, we do see Christian McCaffrey winning, which like you love to see that. And at the end of the day, it was nothing if not predictable. Team M had a ridiculous roster. They almost got upset in the Super Bowl. Again, Joe Burrow, MVP, Derrick Henry, Micah Parsons, all winning awards. It was a crazy season. And even if I thought it was a bit predictable, I'm curious, what did you guys think? Did you see Team M's run of dominance coming? Let me know what you thought of the video down below, and check out another one from my channel.